Hi everybody! Revit API can be really easy, and I want to show you a few examples, but most importantly, I want you to try them out yourself. Right there on the right, you will see a bunch of code snippets, and we can copy and paste them inside of Revit, and you will see what kind of cool functionality we can achieve with just a few lines of code. But for that we need to use RevitPythonShell. I already have it installed, so I'm just gonna continue in my Revit. Once you're gonna install it, you're gonna find it in Add-ins tab right here. But make sure that you're gonna use non-module shell, because this will allow you to use this shell and Revit at the same time. Now let's put it on the side and we're gonna go through these examples and try them out one by one. And the first one was to select untagged doors in a view. We'll just copy all of this code and paste it right here. We can click on run and see what happens. And you will notice that we selected all the doors. And if I'm gonna zoom on it, and these are exactly the doors that don't have any door tag associated with them. In the code, you will see that we're getting active view, getting all doors and door tags, and then we're finding which doors don't have any tag associated with them. And lastly, we're just setting our selection to these doors. And again, you can see it takes only 14 lines of code, but if I'm gonna remove all the empty spaces and comments, then you will realize that this code takes only 7 lines of code, and we already have a new functionality inside of Revit. Now, let's go and try out the other examples. Because right here on the bottom, you'll notice there are arrow keys, and you can click to see even more examples. Let's copy the second one, and this will get us warning elements. Let's paste it here. I'm gonna click on run and see what happens. Right away, I can see that in the console, it gives me information about different warnings I have in the project. There are 19 warnings of highlighted floor overlaps, and here are all the element IDs of the elements which have this warning. And then there's one warning of a wall and room separation line overlap, and it even selected these elements for us. So now we can come in here, solve this issue, and then click on run again. And this time, I'm gonna select all the floors that have another warning. I'm gonna click here, it tells me that these elements have the warning of highlighted floors overlap, and I can go through and solve it. And again, you can see it's not that much of a code, and we already add even more functionality to Revit. Now let's clear and unhide it, then we can have a look at the more examples. The next example is gonna pick and sum our rooms. In here, notice that we have to scroll down because it's a little bigger script. I'm gonna copy all of that and paste in here. I'm just gonna briefly explain it. In here, we make sure that we only allow to select rooms, and we're gonna pick elements. And then we're gonna iterate for selected rooms, and we're gonna print their area in square meters and also sum them up into one single sum. Now when I'm gonna click on run, you notice that in Revit something is grayed out. It means that selection is activated. And now I can go and start selecting my rooms. And I cannot select anything but rooms. So I'm gonna select these rooms, and I need to click on finish. And the moment I do, you'll notice that it's gonna print all the room names and their square meters and then sum them up in one single total right here. And can be really useful to get some information very quick. Now let's clear it and look at the next example, how to create wall section. Listen, this is probably the hardest script that I'm gonna show you here, but don't worry, because if you're gonna follow in Learn Revit API course, you will understand every single step here and you'll be able to write the same scripts by the end of this course. Let's click on run and we can select any wall we want. Right away, you can see that it opened a new section where you can see the selected wall and a frame around it. I can go back to the plan and you will see here's the new section. Let's comment out the last line and create a few more sections. I'm gonna click on run and select different walls, and you will see that I instantly create new sections exactly showing me that wall. And this is a very useful tool when you work in Revit. Now let's clear it out and I'm gonna delete all these new sections. I'm gonna go and look at even more examples, because we are not done yet. In the next example, I'm gonna show you that we can override elements by group. I'm just gonna copy it, paste in here, click on run. And it's gonna get all groups, and get all elements in different groups, and assign random color based on different groups. I can click multiple times and see that it changes. Now let's clear it and have a look at the next example. Now you will see how to bulk rename your selected views. So we're gonna copy this whole script and paste it here. For that, we will need to move the console because we need to select a few floor plans. On the top, I define my user input. We have our prefix, suffix, we're gonna find fboc, and we're gonna replace it with floor plan. Then we're gonna get all the views, create transaction to make changes, and then we're gonna rename the views. So let's click on run, and right away you can see that we renamed all these views, and you can see them here as well. Alright, let's put back our console and have a look at next example. Because in the next example, we're gonna select all in-place elements. Just gonna copy all this code, paste in here, and I'm gonna zoom out a little. The moment I click on run, you see that I have 2 elements selected, and these are my in-place elements in the active view. Now we can clear it, And lastly, I want to show you how to unhide all elements in view. Because you know, in Revit, when we're going to select elements and right click and hide in view, oftentimes it's annoying to unhide these elements, because we have to click here on this bulb, and while I have very small model, it's fairly quick. In large models, it can take quite a few seconds to just open this view. Then you also need to make your selection and unhide elements. Instead of that, I'm going to use this code, where I'm just going to click on run, and it's going to unhide all elements in the active view. And remember, these are just very simple code snippets to show you what's possible with just a few lines of code. And we can take the same code and build on top of that. For example, instead of using just the active view, we can go through the whole model and find all the views where we have untagged doors. Or we can just create certain sections based on other elements. For example, how to create sections for different window types. And also, I know that some of you watching are new to programming and it sounds like rocket science to you. But don't worry, I had a few students joined in the previous launch of the course, and they managed to pick up Python basics while they were learning Revit API. They all watched CS50 Introduction to Python by Harvard, and they all said that it helped them tremendously to learn Python, and then they were able to learn Revit API by following this course. So I hope you get excited about Revit API and you're gonna join the course. But you can also scroll down and you will find a video of Python basics for Revit users.